Nanite Smuggler is a science fiction novel that introduces new laws of physics that are needed for hidden parts of the universe that are not yet known to the primitive primates of Earth. Yes, there are spaceships and space travel in the Nanite Smuggler, and a visit to Jack Vance's imaginary Allister cluster, but this is not just another space adventure. The Nanite Smuggler also uses the type of time travel technology that was invented by Isaac Asimov in his novel The End of Eternity. In the Nanite Smuggler, there are ancient technologically advanced aliens, the Huaoshi, who can modify some of the fundamental laws of the universe. By modifying the dimensional structure of the universe, the Huaoshi have put an end to conventional time travel. However, it is still possible to send information from the future to the past. When this is done in the Nanite Smuggler, a new timeline is created, allowing the protagonist, Tiri, to immortalize her parents. So on one side, you've got Tiri Watson, a young scientist who looks at death not as a tragedy, but as a solvable engineering problem. And on the other side, there's Manny, an alien Bumpha, wants to help the primitive humans of Earth. Manny has trained Tiri as a nanite programmer, but Manny must make sure that Tiri does not unleash a gray goop nanite apocalypse. Can Tiri safely use nanotechnology to give her parents eternal life? In addition to the Bumpha, the Nanite Smuggler also includes another alien life form, the Fairy. The Fairy are reclusive and always remain in a subspace of the universe, the Hyerion domain. The Nanite Smuggler also includes positronic robots as characters. The most ancient of the robots is Arnertia, who has previously collaborated with the Fairy in order to genetically engineer telepathic humans. Tiri has some limited telepathic ability, which she uses to coordinate her actions with those of her friend Marta. Tiri and Marta have been placed on Earth as Manny's tool to trick the Fairy into revealing some of their advanced Hyerion-based technology. Tiri uses a family vacation on the planet Thray as cover for her real mission, to get her hands on some forbidden alien nanotechnology. Fairy wants advanced alien nanites known as femtobots, a form of programmable matter. With help from Manny, Tiri has previously learned how to program clothing nanites. On Thray, the alien Yastin have femtobots that can scan a person down to the molecular level and create a perfect functional copy. Tiri hopes to use these alien femtobots to make immortal replicoid copies of her parents. However, Manny forbids Tiri from bringing alien nanites back to Earth from Thray. Tiri knows that the Yastin femtobots could be dangerous. Both Tiri's father and Manny have warned Tiri about the dangers of this kind of alien nanotechnology, but Tiri believes she can safely use the alien nanites. She goes ahead with her secret plan to smuggle the alien nanites to Earth. On the planet Thray, Tiri's robotic guide, Sistalina, catches Tiri sneaking off to obtain nanites from Casti the Yastin. Tiri involves the robot in her secret mission. Tiri learns from Sistalina that Yastin femtobots are even more versatile and powerful than she previously suspected. In a secluded meadow on Thray, Tiri meets the alien Casti, who hands over a silver case containing programmable femtobots. But with Manny watching over Tiri, can Tiri actually smuggle the alien nanites back to Earth? Critical moment, Tiri's close collaborator, Marta, appears to die on the planet Thray. That death is a trick intended to distract Manny, allowing Tiri the time she needs to reprogram and use the alien femtobots. It's a move that's both daring and chilling. Femtobots are not the only type of nanotechnology in this story. The alien Bumpha have an even more powerful type of nanite, the Zeptites. Zeptites are to femtobots what a modern supercomputer is to an abacus. Zeptites are composed of cedronic matter, and replicoids that are made from Zeptite components are both indestructible and immortal. Tiri must graduate from programming femtobots to learning how to work with and program Zeptites. In order to obtain Zeptite programming codes, Thierry must make use of a BMFA technology known as the Cedron time stream. The Cedron domain of the universe is the home of the ancient Huaoshi. Manny the BMFA is an artificial life form who is composed of zeptite components. Zeptites are made from cedronic matter that exists naturally in the Cedron domain, but which can also come over into the Hadron domain, the universe known to earthly science. The Cedron domain stores an almost infinite amount of data, including the molecular blueprints for every human. And a few special people like Thierry and her father have the required gene patterns that allow them to access the Cedron time stream and obtain occasional glimpses of the future. In order to obtain zeptite programming codes, Thierry must make use of a time loop. In the future, a zeptite replocoid copy of Thierry named Therinon sends the programming codes back in time by way of the Cedron time stream. Thierry gets the codes, which allows her to program zeptites, which in turn guarantees that Therinon will, in the future, send the programming codes to Thierry. It's a mind-bending, self-sustaining time loop. 200 years in the future, the zeptite replocoid copies of Thierry's parents are living on the distant planet of Tartron, which is close to a supernova explosion. Their zeptites are inactivated by a gamma-ray burst from the supernova. Thierry's sister, Therinon, survives the supernova and uses the Cedron time stream to send information from the future back to Thierry, causing a change in Thierry's behavior. And that creates a whole new timeline in which the zeptoid replocoid copies of Thierry's parents will avoid the supernova explosion and transcend into the Cedron domain, where they will meet the Huaoshi. New timeline, the Therinon reality, Thierry creates a team of 50 replocoid copies of herself who use advanced nanotechnology to design and build an interstellar spaceship. The Nanite Smuggler was written for people who love big, challenging science fiction ideas. The novel includes time travel, programmable matter, sophisticated simulations of reality, telepathic group minds, and a look at post-human evolution and the creation of human telepaths. If this list of fictional technology seems intriguing, then download and read The Nanite Smuggler. In the end, Thierry Watson is able to immortalize her parents and begin leading humanity to the stars. With Thierry's powerful zeptites in hand, what adventures might she have in the future?